Welcome back to the Dungeon Guide. So we're going to talk about the Harrow Wizard Maze, which is the part right before the final battle. It's when you have to kill all the wizards and find your way around this maze. So when you first launch in, you're going to see symbols right in front of you. The one on the left we're going to call V. The one in the middle we're going to call A. The reason why we're going to use letters for those is because it kind of looks like a V on the left, and the one in the middle looks like an A, and those are together on the map. And the one to the right is called Happy Man. So these can be completely random depending on what run you're doing. So if you wiped and started over, it'll completely change to different symbols on the wall. There's also another one that looks like a TP, there's one that looks like a splatter, and there's one that looks like a shark tooth. So the one on the left we're going to call TP, the one in the middle we're going to call splatter, it kind of looks like a splatter, and the one on the right is the A, and there's one that is not shown, and it looks like a shark tooth, and we're going to start with the shark tooth one first. Hopefully the names that I've given to all these make sense by the end, but we're going to start with the shark tooth first because it's the only one that's far left. So let's start with there. So we see the symbol on the wall, we got Happy Man, we got Splatter, and we have Shark Tooth. Shark Tooth is to the left, so that's where we're going to take off. So just head your way that way. It's the only direction you can go. Just jump down. There's not too many difficult puzzles to get to Shark Tooth, but they all do involve some kind of jumping skill, but I'll go over the best that I can to kind of like prepare you or whatever. But the best advice I can give you is just kind of familiarize yourself with what you're seeing on here. It may take you a few runs till you finally understand how to get to each one of them, but just know that Shark Tooth is always to the left. Watch out for the swinging lamps because they hit you, they'll bounce you off the map. And there's also going to be a shortcut when you get to Shark Tooth. So where you see the reticle on my gun right now, the pointer, there's a shortcut right there you can go, or you can go left and go all the way around. There is going to be ads there, so you can choose to go this way if you want to have an advantage of tactics that way, or you can go left. I'm going to go left. I recommend a scout rifle and a rocket launcher, and again a fusion rifle, in my opinion, when it comes to all the sniper rifles and all the bundled up enemies in the little area that you're in, and it just kind of just shuts them down immediately, but feel free to use what you want. So use your hive armaments, use hive repurposing, it really helps on the wizard. But as soon as you get here and you clear out all the ads, just head up that staircase and follow it all the way to the back, and that's where you're going to find the wizard that is also going to have the shark tooth emblem right above it on the little pillar area that she's in. You'll see above her it shows the shark tooth. So just go ahead and use your super if you want to every time you see one of these, because you pretty much get it back by the time you get to another ad. And if not, if you're using hive armaments, you'll have plenty of heavy ammo. But that's how you get to Shark Tooth. Always take a left and then follow the path all the way to the back of the whole area. Now let's go back and go to a different symbol. So we're going to do Happy Man this time. The reason I call it Happy Man, because it looks like some guy with his hands in the air, like he's happy. So Happy Man is always to the right. So let's start it from there. So we're at the launch area when it first launches in. We're going to go right, and you're going to see two options to go. You can go right or you can go middle. To get to Happy Man, you have to go middle. So the way that you do this area right here is you want to keep an eye out on the vertical pillar that's spinning to the right. Whenever it's coming towards you, you want to jump at it. So watch it as it starts coming to me, and then I'm going to jump at it. I'm going to let it pass one more time. So it's going away, and now it's about to come towards me. Timing is really key right here. So as it comes towards me, I'm going to start jumping towards it, and it's going to start coming back at me. I'm going to go left, and then just walk around it basically. That's all you have to do. Just have a calm set of mind, and just time it perfectly. That's really all you got to do. If you practice that a couple times before you try to do your flawless run, that would help as well, but it's really not that hard once you do it a few times. Now continue your path and watch out for the swinging lamps. Just keep going the same direction that you see me going right here. Jump to the lamp, and once you get to the lamp, turn to the right and pay attention to your radar. Your radar kind of lets you know where you need to go. It's going to be where that spinning spike is going up and down, so get ready for ads as soon as you jump over there. Throw a grenade, throw a rocket, whatever you got to do basically. Take those ads out and then time your jump to jump over the spikes. They do go up pretty high, so high mobility is really helpful on this as well. Rocket those dudes, and then as soon as you get around this corner, you're going to be met with your wizard. So prepare your rockets, prepare for those snipers, and that is how you get to Happy Man. So take out the wizard. You'll get a noise when you kill the wizard, and then you can look up and you can see the Happy Man emblem, and boom, you're good to go. There's really nothing that I can say that'll make you familiarize yourself with this area, so you may have to practice it a little bit, but just remember, Happy Man is always to the right, and you have to do the old puzzle right in the beginning. Now we're going to go to the letter V. It looks like a V at the top, and it also belongs to A, which is another symbol, and V and A are right beside each other. So let's start it off with V. You're going to start off and go right, the same as you did with Happy Man. So Happy Man, V, and A are all right. This time you're going to go towards that lamp, so jump towards the lamp, just stay to the left of the wall, the lamp won't hit you at all. You can just do one fluent movement all the way, and you're probably going to see a lot of hive right here, a lot of thrall. So throw a grenade and take most of them out before you try to maneuver around the lamps. And there might be a shrieker here as well, so prepare for that. But the shrieker won't see you until you go a little bit further, and there are snipers at the end of the hallway. But if you have high mobility, you can turn around and strafe and shoot all those thrall, and then turn back around with a scout rifle and take all of these hive out. And at the very end of that hallway, that is going to be where the wizard is. But watch out for that shrieker. It just takes one rocket and a few shots from your scout rifle. So boom, boom, and it's dead, and then continue the path. You're going to see the wizard at the very end of this hallway. There's going to be snipers, of course. So once you take that out, you'll see the symbol on the wall. And that is how you find the letter V, which is the V on top of that symbol. It's just easier to call it V because there's really no other thing to explain what that is. Now let's go to A, which is the second letter coming from V. So V and A, like I said, are right beside each other. All you do is you go right the same way that you went to V, and where you killed that shrieker is where you're going to be heading this time. So take the same exact path. You're going to be met with maybe some thrall and things like that, the same as you did last time. It just really depends if you're doing V and A at the same time, if they're both on the wall in the beginning. So kill them. Sometimes there may be a shrieker, sometimes there might not be, but it really depends on what the symbols on the wall are to where the ads are going to spawn. So once you clear them out, look to the right, and you'll see that there's no shrieker here this time. So if it is a symbol, that's how you get to. So V and A are right beside each other. A is in front, and then V is in the very back right. Just look up, and boom. If you have a rocket launcher or a super that'll reach them, you can just, kill them all from here, basically. And that's why I recommend a scout rifle. The next symbol we're going to do is the splatter symbol. It just kind of looks like a splatter, so we're going to call it splatter. There's multiple ways to get to splatter and to get to TP, so I'm going to show you the right path first. So take off right, and you're going to have to do the spike maze again. So remember, when it starts coming towards you, that's when you want to jump at it, and by the time it gets to you, it's going to start turning itself back around, and then you can just walk around it, basically. Really good mobility helps, but you can use what you want. I just found having a 7-up mobility on this entire dungeon really did pay off, especially on the battle part after the ogre. But follow this path, follow the lamps, just keep making your way all the way around. You're going to be heading similar to where you were when you went to Happy Man, but this time, instead of going right, you're going to go left side of this tall pillar thing in front of me. So jump over there, time your jump so you don't hit those spikes. There's no ads here because it actually wasn't this symbol this time. Splatter wasn't the symbol. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video to show you where it's at. So make your way all the way to the back. Make a few more jumps. Make sure you time those, especially if you're on a hunter. Go in the left path, which I'm going to show you after this one. This is the right path, like I said, but the left path is a lot easier. But if you have symbols that are to the right and it kind of forces you to make this kind of jump, it can be kind of a headache. So just be careful where you're landing and make sure you don't ricochet off of objects like slants and things like that. But just keep making your path as you see right here. There's really no better way to make me familiarize yourself by you just watching this. It's kind of just the experience of spending time in here. But you'll see over to the right is the exit to this entire area. And you'll see above there is the splatter symbol. So knock out that wizard. Watch out for snipers that are behind you. So pay attention to your radar. That's the exit right there. So rocket launcher, use your super, whatever you got to do. And that is how you get to the splatter coming from the right area. Now let's go to the left path and do the same thing again. So this time, left side, that's the same side that the shark tooth is on. So in the beginning, if you have 3 symbols such as shark tooth, splatter, and TP, you're going to want to go to the left side this time. There's only one way you can go on the left side. So just keep going, keep flying around, just watch out for your jumps. You're going to meet that swinging lamp again. So just keep yourself against the wall. That way it doesn't accidentally hit you and knock you off the map, especially if you're trying to do a flawless run. Swing your way all the way around. This is the area that I say you could do that shortcut, depending on if you wanted to get a better tactical advantage for the ads or not. I'm going to show you where Shark Tooth is again as well, so just keep making your way up the stairs. This way is how you get to Splatter. Go on that path. If you go to the left, there's the Shark Tooth. So we're going to head this way now. Pay attention to this symbol on the wall that I'm going to show you in just a second. It's like broken concrete and like discoloration. It's kind of a landmark or a symbol that you can kind of know that you're in the right area for the TP and for Splatter. So take out these 2 ads, and then when you make your way around this, you're going to look up and you're going to see the wall. It has that broken concrete off of it where it's kind of white grayish kind of color. So pay attention to that. That's how you get to Splatter and TP and the exit. This is where it gives you 2 paths. So you can go right or you can go left. This is the left side on the way to the Splatter. Where you see that swinging lamp is how you get to TP. So keep jumping. Hopefully you can make that jump if you're on a hunter. I recommend triple jump, but completely up to you. Hive armaments, knock out the wizard, and boom, you're at Splatter from the left side now. Now we're going to go the TP symbol. I call it TP because it looks like a Indian TP basically, but there's the exit again. and I'm going to show you a different point of view. So we're at Splatter right now. We just killed a wizard. Now I'm going to go back to where that broken concrete was and start the path again from there. So we're going to go to the TP symbol. That's what it looks like. Like I said, it kind of looks like a TP in a way, and there's nothing else I can think to call it. So there's that broken concrete. You're on your way to the Splatter symbol, but this time you can go left or right. Now if you go right where that swinging lamp is, that's going to take you to TP, but just a second ago we went this way to go to Splatter. So now I'm going to give you the point of view coming from Splatter. So we're on the way coming from Splatter. We're headed right back the way that we came from, basically, but this time we're going to go the right path where that swinging lamp was. The first few times you walk in here, you're going to be like, this is so confusing, but the more time you spend in here, you realize it just does a complete big circle majority of the time. V and A are all the way to the right, Shark Tooth is to the left, and then TP and Splatter are somewhere in the middle. By middle, I mean you can go left or you can go right to get to TP or to Splatter. So just to repeat that, Shark Tooth left, V and A to the right, TP and Splatter in the middle, left or right. So just keep following this path. Like I said, there's not really much I can say other than just look at the surroundings that I'm around right now and watch out for snipers. If they do make a heroic mode on this or a master mode, which I'm sure they probably will, you're going to need to watch out for these ads a whole lot more because one shot might actually kill you. And now we're at TP. So it's not that hard to get to. Like I said, it'll take you a few tries, but the few tries that you do try it, it'll start clicking more and more. The first time I walked in here, I saw those 3 symbols and didn't know what they meant at all, but the more I kept exploring, the more I realized, oh, it's just telling me that that's where the wizard is, and I need to find out how to get to each of these symbols. So hopefully that helps you out. Don't try to do your flawless run until you figure all this stuff out, and the more insight that you have with the whole dungeon, the more clean your run's going to be and the faster that it's going to be. So they start doing score system in here where they're timing runs out and things like that. It's just good to know all the information before you start it. So you might need to watch this a couple of times before you try it yourself. But either way, I hope it helped you out. This is kind of a tougher guide to do because it's really just knowing the area, and all you can do is see this, and the first time you walk in yourself, you're going to be like, I don't know where to go. The puzzles are going to seem kind of confusing and how to get around them. So just follow the advice that I gave you when it comes to getting around those spike things. You'll be good to go, man. But hope that helps you out. Share this video if you know somebody that might need to know it, or if you have a fire team squad that needs to learn this information before y'all try to do a speed run on it or anything like that. Hit subscribe for more videos. I'll be doing other guides for the dungeon as well, the battle part, the end, and the intro. So have fun, good luck on your grind, and I'll see you all next time.
In space.